So yesterday I talked about Spider-Gwen number 2 and Spider-Girls number 1 of 3. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. The card will be somewhere on the screen. But today I will be talking about Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider number 1. Her first issue of her new series is a tie-in to Spider-Gwen. And I love tie-ins. Well, tie-ins are a big problem that I have with events and how we have to read all these other side stories to get the whole story apparently, but so far the tie-ins for Spider-Gwen have been pretty solid. So how does this one hold up? Well, I'll tell you. So the way that this book is structured is a little weird, and let me explain. So it starts off with Spider-Gwen. She, stops these muggers from mugging this woman. The woman says, "Oh, thank you. You got the hand out of my town, or out of the city and whatever." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're back," because it looks like now people are actually liking Spider-Gwen and they're not really against her anymore after she, did her time in jail in her own book and then served her time, and then now she's Spider-Gwen again. She has dinner with Harry Osborn and sees Spider-Ham and goes and gives Spider-Ham a hug, like, "Hey, we haven't seen you in a while." And she's like, "What's going on?" He says, "Oh, the Inheritors are back." And she's like, "Oh, that's great." And then they go through a portal, and then we cut to Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen 1 and 2 happen, and then this happens. So this happens, and then Spider-Gwen numbers 1 and 2 happen, and then that's where this starts off. Interesting way to do that, I guess. You can't really now it's like you can't really stack the comics on top of each other that, which goes in order, so it's like this is first, this is theirs, this is this and this. No, this is weird. Then you'd have to cut the comic in half, because half of the comic is before Spider-Gwen starts and half of it is after it starts. Okay, interesting way to do that, but she's fallen through a portal and lands in a universe which I believe is the universe from Edge of Spider-Gwen number 4 with Harry Osborn, or Norman Osborn, with the 6 arms, and he was like a spider person and whatnot. She goes to the abandoned Oscorp building because she's like, she lost her teleporting watch to have her go to the different universes. So now she's kind of screwed and stuck in the universe, but she's got to find someone smart. So she goes to Oscorp and she fights a green goblin person, I guess. And she's like trick or trespassing, which is hilarious, I know. And they have a fight, and I like how the Venom symbiote starts to come out, but then she's like, "No, I'm not a villain. I can't have that, take me over." And this Green Goblin character, seems pretty annoying. So Spider-Gwen and this Goblin character have a little bit of a fight in the Oscorp building, and Peter Parker shows up. He's like, "Wait!" And then the Goblin kicks Spider-Gwen, and she falls over, and then the Goblin character leaves and escapes on the Oscorp building, and Peter's like, "Who are you? You shouldn't be here." And Gwen goes, okay, saying to herself, she's like, "Okay, if there's a Peter, there's got to be a dead Gwen, so I'm gonna do this." She takes off the mask and says, "I'm Gwen Stacy, I need your help," and Peter Parker starts crying. So I thought Spider-Gwen was supposed to be a Miles Morales-centric book where it was more, they were going to try and keep Peter Parker out of the event, but it seems like he's in this event a lot, because we see him in Spider-Gwen, we see him in this, we see him in Spider-Girls, but obviously they're different versions. But it's like he's still here. It doesn't really make any sense, but whatever, doesn't matter. It's not the Earth 616 Peter Parker Spider-Man, but whatever. So, how was this? Well, it was pretty good. As a tie-in to Spider-Gwen, it's kind of pissing me off how it is a tie-in to Spider-Gwen, but the first 3 issues will be a tie-in, then issue 4 is going to be the aftermath of Spider-Gwen or something like that, and yeah. So, I'm not too keen on this being a tie-in, and the first 4 issues of her book are going to be focusing all on Spider-Gwen, but it's pretty good, and I do like this, and I can't wait to see where this goes, because obviously I love Spider-Gwen, one of my favorite comic book characters of all time, and that's a crazy thing to say, that she is one of my favorites, because her book has lasted 34 issues, 35 issues, plus her volume 0, where it was 5 issues, that whole thing. Then Secret Wars happened, then she had her own book, and it was Radioactive Spider-Gwen, and then it kept changing names and all that, but Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, this was pretty good, surprisingly, and I'm excited and I'm happy that it's good, because I was gonna be very mad if it wasn't. If they were gonna ruin it, because it's a new creative team, new artist and new writer. And the art of this is okay. It's not like that punk style that the original Spider-Gwen series had, but it's still good. It's still good. I don't know if it really fits that much with Spider-Gwen, the original art fit, but that might be just me being so used to the original art style, but that doesn't matter, but it's good. And I see people saying that this isn't good, but that's because they haven't read the Spider-Gwen series. And me reading the Spider-Gwen series, I think this is a pretty good continuation of that, and a pretty good tie into Spider-Gwen as well, which is surprising to say. So guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, why don't you consider giving this video a like and checking out some of the other videos that we have here posted on the channel. And if you like those videos as well as this one, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel as well. I'm going to be bringing you guys more coverage of the Spider-Gwen event until December. You know, December is when the event ends, so we have 3 months of craziness, or 2 months of craziness, because October's basically over. So stay tuned for next week. I'm going to be talking about Vault of Spiders #1 and Spider-Force #1 as well. So guys, I'll see you in the next one.